as you can tell, still in Coggeshall, but I've come to see this church. This one, it was bombed during World War II, and that very tower there is a thing that was damaged. All these churches, which are very old buildings, are marks on the landscape that underscore the passing of time, passing of life, death, birth, marriage. Centerpiece, where all the people in villages and towns back in the day would congregate to celebrate these events of marriage and birth, and remembering passed on members of the community. This is a beautiful tree. Look at this. Surrounded by others, mighty and majestic. Churchyards, places that are full of the dead, and yet so full of life of all sorts. Many, many trees. If you want to find life, go to a churchyard. Find a tree. There are lots of different forms of life in churches and churchyards, from mice to vicars, and every form of life in between. But this is a beautiful place. And this is another beautiful tree. And probably not lit very well, this end of the church, but as you can see, the church here it's a very beautiful building. This is a very, very high tree. Look at that. Up there. Ah. I want to give this one a hug. Trees. As kids, you used to climb trees, build tree houses, never really thinking about the tree itself necessarily, but always fascinated. Well, I know I was as a kid. There's another one to say hello to. I'm going to be saying hello to a few trees in this vlog today, because the weather's prevented me from coming out and doing filming, and there's a lot of things I want to show you in the future and upcoming videos. A lot of things. weather permitting, as always with filming. This is wonderful. Trees. And up there, I don't know whether you can see, but there is a squirrel. I probably can't see him. Look at this one. Look at this one. This is a beautiful tree. Now, can we get to it without defiling any? It's a bit like the Whomping Willow out of Harry Potter. That's what it reminds me of. The way it's swirling and twirling, but a beautiful tree. This is the place to come to meet trees, which is what I wanted to do. There's so many trees. Strange thing is, there's a fashion now where you can be buried as part of a planted tree. They put you in the fetal position, shove a young tree around you and bury you in the ground, and you become compost for the tree as you decay, which, as gruesome as that might sound, is not bad really when you think about it. Life from death. There's more. Sorry to be showing you all these dead trees, or living trees, sorry, in the dead churchyard, pardon me. But it is spring, and there's much, so much to see, so much. Oh, beautiful. I think we'll get a few shots with the new camera. This is a beautiful tree. This one here. If you like your trees, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. To get an idea of the size of the thing, Wonderful. Wonderful, look. But David, I thought you'd come here to see the church. Well, in comparison to all these trees, that church is merely just the chapel. This is the cathedral of life. Life in a graveyard. Wonderful. And fitting to be buried here. Life in death. Such a wonderful place. As a kid I used to hate graveyards and things like that because they reminded me of the finality of life. But there's so much life here. Who knows how much these trees have seen. And they've certainly experienced World War II.